Let's discuss the three sum problem. What is the three sum problem? So basically it is given one integer array and we find the three element that sum equal to 0, and we have to return that particular group of the elements. So it is multiple elements, that could be the multiple element. Okay, but one case should be fine, should be there, it is not duplicate triples. Okay, so how to do that? So first method what I am able to think about, that we can use the brute force method. For brute force we have to do one for loop. Okay, 1 to n, second for loop, to n. Okay, and third for loop k equal to j plus 1 to n. Here it should be k equal to I plus 1 equal to n. Now we have to calculate the all three sum. Okay, sum equal to, okay, nums of I plus nums of j plus nums of k. If sum equal to 0, then we have to return that, or we took one temp and we have to push in the temp. Okay, a temp dot push all these three, because we have to return the triplet in the format of array. Okay, okay. And we have to return the temp. This is the brute force. Definitely we don't want to discuss in the interview this, because the time complexity would be equal to, for first loop n, second loop also n, and third loop also n. It is going to n cube. So my question is, can we optimize this one? It is possible to optimize this one. Yes, we can optimize. We can optimize through two pointer, but first condition should be there. How, when we can apply the two pointer? Two pointer should be applied when array is sorted. Okay, so this is the number, right? Okay, we have to sort first. Let's take the dry run first. Now 4 comma minus 1 comma minus 1 comma 0 comma 2. All did 336. Something is missing. Okay, 0 2. Okay, now we have to run one loop. Okay, one loop to all the element, one loop for I to n, and we have to check. One start will be there, start will be I plus 1 and end will be n minus 1, n is the length of the array. So here, so let us suppose we have selected this one, this is the I, and this is minus 1 is the start and 2 is the end one. Now we have to check sum of all these three. Okay, so that is the iterative. Okay, now we have to again like one for while loop till start less than end. If, what could be the case if we adding all these three elements? There are three possibility. First one, sum greater than 0, sum less than 0, sum equal to 0. If sum greater than 0, then what is the meaning of this one? Which pointer we have to sync? So if num is greater than 0, means we have to shift the right pointer, because that is the most largest value that have the end. Okay, if it is less than, we have to start plus plus, we have to increase the starting plus plus. Okay, if it is 0, then we have to put this in the array. Okay, put this in array and increased and do start plus plus and minus minus. Okay, what would be time complexity of this one? If you check the time complexity, it is like one for loop. Okay, first we are sorting. Okay, sorting take n log n. Now it is first for loop going through n n2. One other loop in while loop, it is also traversing through starting to end, it is also take n. So overall complexity is n square. Okay, so let's do the coding. First you will get the better idea. So I will do in the TypeScript. You can use your favorite language, whatever you want. First case is like create one variable, that is result, and we have to sort this array. Sort okay, comma b, a minus b. Okay, let's do one for loop. Let's I equal to 0, I less than nums plus length y plus plus. Okay, now let start value. What will start? I plus 1. Okay, what will be end? Equal to nums dot length minus 1. Okay, run the while loop. Start less than end. Okay, now we have to check the all the three sum. Okay, nums of I plus nums of start plus nums of end. Okay, if sum greater than 0, okay, then what we have to do? Else if it is greater than 0, if sum less than 0. Okay, if sum greater than 0, we have to shift the right pointer. Okay, if sum is less than 0, we have to shift the left pointer. Left means start. Okay, if it is equal to 0, then we have to push in the result. What do we have to push? All numbers, nums of I, comma, nums of start, comma, nums of end. Okay, and end minus minus start plus plus. Okay, we are syncing the next pointer. We have to check one more thing. If adjacent, whatever we are doing, like end minus minus and start is the same one, adjacent is same, then we don't do that. So start num while we have to check end equal to nums of n plus 1. अगर this is equal to, then n minus minus, while nums of start equal to nums of start minus 1. Okay, and then start minus minus. Okay, and we have to check one more thing. Before that, we have to check if like start less than end, and then we have to check the second one, start less than end, and okay. At the end, we have to return res. First, here we have to add one condition. Why? If I greater than 0, because we are not checking the I for duplication, and okay, nums of I equal to nums of I minus 1. Okay, continue. Okay, if it's greater than 1, it's a continue. Okay, let's rerun this one. Okay, all test cases passed now. Just submit. Okay, just calculate the time complexity of this one. What the time complexity of this one? It is taking the first sorting. Okay, for sorting it will take n log n plus for loop it will take n n2. In for loop, if it is take the constant time, this is the constant, line number 7 is also constant. Now go on line number 8. Line number 8 is the for loop, is while loop, it will take n. So overall, if it is constant, this is also constant, it will take total overall is n square. What is the space complexity? For space complexity, we are taking the extra space. Yes, what the capacity of this one? N. Okay, yeah. So this is the optimized way to solve the 3-sum problem. Okay.